Hi, I'm Kirk Lyons with NoTimeToCookDinner.com, and today I'm going to show you another recipe that you can get on your family's dinner table in about 15 minutes. Now, I don't know about you all, but I love steak. And one of the problems with wintertime is you really don't feel like going outside and putting a steak on the grill. So I want to show you a steak recipe that you can pretty much do all year long. Now, this here is a piece of flank steak, and flank has a tendency to get a bad rap as being a tough cut of meat. But I'm going to show you how to deal with it today so that it turns out juicy, succulent, and flavorful. Now, the first thing we want to do is season it up very well. And of course, liberal amounts of freshly ground black pepper, liberal amounts of kosher salt, and don't skimp because this is a big cut of meat. It needs flavoring. We'll turn that over. Same thing on this side. Our pepper and kosher salt. Alright, from here we're going to sear this off in a pan. So what I have here is a very large skillet with 3 or 4 tablespoons of canola oil that I've allowed to heat up. And into the pan it goes for about a minute, minute and a half on each side. Okay, about a minute and a half has gone by, so we are going to flip our steak. Okay, about another minute 30 has passed, so we're going to remove our steak from the skillet and put it onto a sheet pan. Turn down our heat. Now at this point, it goes into the oven. And I have my oven set at 350 degrees. To the middle rack. Alright, and we set our timer for 7 minutes. Now, during that time, feel free to work on the other components of your meal. Okay, our timer has gone off, so we're going to pull our steak out, and we're going to add some blue cheese. Now, you could use blue cheese, gorgonzola, goat cheese, feta, whatever suits your taste. But just some crumbles right on top. Alright. There we go. And back into the oven for about another minute or two, just so that cheese starts to melt. Okay, our 2 minutes is up, so we are going to pull our steak out of the oven. Now, we don't want to serve this right away because the juices would run all over the place. So I'm actually going to let this rest for about 5–10 minutes. I'm going to remove this to a cutting board to do so. If I let it do that on the pan, it would continue to cook because the pan is hot. So 5–10 minutes, we'll be ready to go. Alright, our steak has rested for about 7–8 minutes and we're ready to cut it. Now, when you cut flank steak, you always want to cut across the grain. And if you notice, the grains in the steak are running lengthwise here. So we're going to want to cut it this way. If we were to cut it with the grain, the meat would come out very chewy and stringy. So I'm actually going to turn my steak around here, working with this thinner side. And you want to cut on an angle and very thin. So here we go. Look at that. Okay. And we can plate this. As you can see, perfectly cut steak. We're going to garnish that with a little bit of freshly chopped oregano and flank steak in under 15 minutes any time of the year.